The EFF holding its third Provincial People's Assembly in the Free State. Tumaole Mohlaoli is standing by with an update from Bloemfontein. Tumaole, thank you for making time. Just take us through what's been happening so far.
Well, it was quite a strong address from the podium just a few moments ago by the EFF's Marshal Dlamini. And he basically was talking about the structural challenges within the EFF, taking shots at those leaders who purport to be leaders, but are never part of any processes to try and solve situations when they arise in communities. He also was saying that leaders have to stand up and make sure that they galvanize for the movement. Also a strong point that came through, saying that the economic freedom fighters' continued growth is something that will not stop, and saying that, of course, leading up to the upcoming national elections, the next national elections, the party is certainly looking to make a strong showing because of what he tasks as the failures of the ruling ANC. Let's talk to Dr. Dlamini right now. Mr. Dlamini, thanks for speaking to us on Newzroom Afrika. Your characterization of the failures of the ruling party and government, especially here in the Free State, what are the challenges?
Look, everything has collapsed. You know that even here, Bloemfontein, this metro, the whole thing has collapsed. If you go to the township, if you look at our townships, the way they are so dirty, the way the refuse is not being collected, the sewer is running, no one is paying attention to it, the issues of water, the issues of electricity, unemployment, the whole province, if you look at the road, as we enter from Gauteng and exiting towards Eastern Cape, the whole province in terms of roads, they've collapsed, potholes left, right and center. It has been a political battle between the ANC factions. Even now, it's still a political battle between the ANC factions. You never hear anything about what the ANC as a ruling party doing in Free State, except ANC factions and fights about who must become a leader of the ANC in the province or national. So we're saying to the EFF members and the fighters, they've done well, they need to double their efforts, because this province is for the taking. The people of Free State, they've opened our doors for us. We've got councillors on most all municipalities. That is a sign of people saying we want this organization here. That's why they've given us representation. But also we're saying must not be complacent, must not be lazy, must not be entitled until we've spoken to those people of Free State, the voters themselves, and engage communities part of their struggles. It's not an obvious that they will vote for the EFF. We must work for it.
Right, and work for it. You also spoke about discipline within the movement, and those members that stray out of line and heckle and jeer even leadership. Where do you think that stems from, and what is the plan for the EFF politically? Does that speak to a united EFF in the Free State? Is that a concern for you?
No, it's not a major concern. Remember, conferences are there to reorganize us, to re-conscientize us. We are leaders, we are humans. Sometimes, because we are sitting in our own small corners, we end up going astray. So that's why now and again the organization, they come and meet to reorganize us in Vuselele, so that all of us must still go back to the founding manifesto, the basis of the EFF. And at the center of a strong and solid and alternative organization is discipline, because if there's going to be ill discipline, and ill discipline is not just about heckling, including laziness. If you're not doing what is expected of you in your deployment as a leader, a public representative, that is ill discipline. That's what we're talking about, to say we need to go back, all of us remain disciplined. But we don't have any issues of crisis of unity in the EFF. The solid organization is going strong, but now and again we must not come and as members and massage issues. We are revolutionaries. We speak honestly and we speak robustly about issues that we want to achieve as an organization. We want to see a stronger EFF, and it's upon the fighters of Free State. No one is on their way. There's no DA, there's no ANC. It's about the EFF Free State will lose this province because of themselves, no one else.
And very quickly and finally, on the issue of land, a very sensitive point here in the Free State. You made the observation about the large swaths of land that are still in minority hands. a call for people to grab the land. Do you think that is a responsible call or something that could destabilize the Free State? We know the Free State faces challenges with farm killings as well. Is this something that perhaps you think the membership is ready to hear in context?
No, look, we've called on our people for occupying the spaces of land that they see that they are workable. We can't wait forever on this issue of land. It is what we're about, and we're saying to our people, once they see pieces of land, they must go and occupy that land. And they've done it, and to demonstrate that this thing, what we're saying, it has never disrupted anyone. If you look at Mohlaoli, there's a new township where EFF, they want to occupy, even now the government, because they've been sleeping. They are putting services there. They're saying, actually, this is what we should have done, because sometimes we need to wake up the sleeping government. Because the reason for people to be put in a small settlement and where they are squashed, and then you've got vast of land that even when you go to the provincial government and the local government and ask them, who owns this piece of land? There are people you can see that as a country, the population is growing. You see this community is growing, but there's a piece of land here unaccounted. No one knows what to do about it. You say, give it to our people so that they can develop. It's worse now. When we engage communities, they say, we don't even want free houses, just give us land, we'll go and build our own land. And then this government is still refusing with that land in protection of the minorities that continue to own our land, and we say no to that.
Thank you very much for that update. That is the Economic Freedom Fighters Secretary General, Marshal Dlamini, just giving us an overview of some of the points that he touched upon during his address here. That we will continue to bring you those particular developments here at the EFF conference. So with that, it's back to you in the studio.
All right, Tumaole, thank you for making time.